Radio check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hello. Yes. I think this is how it works. I might remember. I just might remember. There we go. How has 2025 been treating you so far? Wait, we can change this chat thingy there. There we go. I think we're good. I will need your help, guys, because I am completely out of the loop. What the current car of choice is, but just looking in here, it looks like there's Ford, Ferrari, Aston, BMW. So it's not a complete single car grid, at least. And yeah, we're doing GT3 because they got the update. The hypercars have not. Did a couple laps yesterday just for testing, and the hypercars not ideal, but the GT3s didn't feel too bad in the few laps that I did. So I thought we should perhaps give it a go. You agree? So, what GT3 do we take? Because we have to register. Find the GT3s. I would, like, normally I'd say the BMW, but we've already done a race in that. We've done a race in the Corvette. I don't know. I don't find the Aston too interesting. Is the Ford any useful? Oh yeah, we also did the Porsche, but I don't think we did the Ferrari yet. So I am thinking we're doing the Ferrari. Are there any decent colors? Silver. Might have to go with the black one. Kein Reifenverschleiß. Aber ist doch eh ein kurzes Rennen hier, oder? Ist doch nur Spritreifen, sind doch fast egal, oder? Hello, hello. Ich will mal was anderes fahren eigentlich, aber ich kann auch den Ford. I don't know. Ford useful? Oh, we can take Ford. It's fine as well. Ich bin mal den Porsche eigentlich neulich gefahren. Da ging's, aber das war, glaube ich, vor dem Patch. Also könnte auch sein, dass sie es jetzt wieder kaputt gemacht haben, was schade wäre. Let me mute the phone. First time in my life I have on purpose downgraded a phone. Because I got a smaller one. So I only need one hand now. I feel they got way too big and I was fed up with it of always needing two hands for the phone. I registered with a Ford. So I moved backwards kind of to a smaller phone. I should probably join practice so get any laps under my belt. And it's just 10 minutes anyway. Good thing it's fixed setup. Now all I have to do is remember where Portugal goes. And I probably need to move the pedal cam here a little bit because it's going to cover the menu. And I need you to probably help me around with the fuel. So the joining is working really well. Come on, game, don't let me down. Hey Romain, ja, eigentlich sollte es in der True Drive Software sein, im Paddock. Das Problem ist, ich bin schon auf der Tuner Software und von da kann man im Moment keine Profiles hochladen. Aber ich unable to join the server. Well, maybe we take a different one then. I could just quickly bring up the tuner, perhaps. I don't have a window in this view here. How would I? Well, we have a second, so let me bring it up. So it's already here, kinda. You mean meinst du für die Base, gell? Ja, hast gesagt. Dann lass mich doch einmal, wo habe ich das denn? Active Pedal. Tuner hier. So, LMU GT3, hier kannst du hier mal schnell einmal drüber schauen. Verdeck's auch gerade nicht mit der Kamera, insofern passt das. Das hier ist interessant, damit habe ich gestern getestet. Torque bandwidth. I reduced that. Essentially what it does is, if you go low enough, you can reduce the curbs that are just insanely pronounced. And I guess the curb frequency is somewhere between 100, 300 hertz or something, depending how fast you go. And if you chop some of that off, then the curbs are not as brutal anymore, paired with a bit of smoothing from the reconstruction filter. Yeah. Okay, I think you probably can go back and stream or do a screenshot or whatever, right? So. I guess when we can't change anything in the setup, I'll just start driving, right? That seems to match. That works. Where do we put the pedal cam, though? Because that is going to be... Yeah, it's right above the menu. Is the menu getting any bigger? No, it's always this big. So we could put the camera up here. Actually, it's not going to cover anything if we put it here. Weird spot. But we should have it big enough. Let's see. I drove the Ferrari yesterday, which was not bad enough to make me forget about the streaming idea. Let's see if the port makes me regret that again. Oh yes, it does. Well, let's wait for the tires to warm up. Oh, I feel we need to turn down the TC a lot. So tires here, TC here. Probably just lower all around. Die Stabis. Okay, I'll try to follow that. Probably not on the ideal line. 414. Okay, brake bias, we'll see. I guess it's the wrong way around here, right, in this game. Oh. Well, it seems to rotate on the brake enough already, so I'm not sure I should go further back with the brake bias. Can we take this flat? No, probably not. Need more aggression, I guess, and we're going to destroy the tire, probably. How's audio levels? Is it fine? Didn't change anything, but never know. God, I'm so conservative. Can you recommend RCC seat? Yes, absolutely. I would not go back ever. I have the MK6. I also said in the MK3, which seems to be a bit narrower. So probably would need the XL variant there, which is... Where's he going? He confused me. I thought that was the track. I need a brake marker for this one. I have no clue. I just see nothing. Can we create some rotation on the brake? I don't know if it's from rear locking or loading the front though. Hey mate. This is not gonna work flat out with the default set. Ja, mein Pedalweg-Bremspedal ist 15 mm und 80 Kilo, 5 Kilogramm Preload und eine Dead Zone von 10 Kilo, bis überhaupt Input ist. Aber auch das Profil müsste es eigentlich geben. Aber ich kann es auch mal in Discord posten. Wenn du dich da mal pingst, dann poste ich es auch nochmal. Yeah, well, Mimosa, if you need to know, then I'm a little over 180, 184 or 185, depending on performance. No, I'm catching up, really. I haven't really driven since they updated the tire. So I'm 184, 185-ish or whatever. 72, 73 kilos. So I'm lean overall. Now that's also not the break point, or can it become the break point? Perhaps. So I'm fairly thin overall, and I'm perfect with the MK6. Good question, Tortellini. We don't have GT3s to test. Perhaps. It doesn't compare. You will. I just hope we can get the tire out sooner than later, but we'll talk about that then. I'm pretty confident we have done something pretty insane there. But you know, it's always subjective, but yeah. No, I think this is something I haven't felt in a sim in a long time, I'd say. How am I losing time all the time? But yeah, this is much improved over how I remember it being in the beginning with the GT3s, where they were literally floating. This is improved now. It's still there, but it's not as permanent as it was before. Aris is back. That's news. Oh, that wasn't the corner. Oh wait, the game doesn't tell me when the session starts, right? So I probably just have one lap and then we need to move to the server or something? Nah, we probably already need to do this now. Well, the patch is new for me. I think it came out, what, a month ago or two? Exit to main menu. So, daily races, entry list, event underway. Yeah, so we need to join. So there's still no message. So, adding LMU to your list of sims. I think we have a bit of time ahead of us still where we just have to be flexible with what we play. Overall, I'd say the sims are still gravitating towards one another. And you just gotta drive where you have the most fun. I think LMU is doing a good job focusing on the online part. At least for, well, obviously it makes sense for the crowd that wants to drive online. And even though AMS2 has improved a lot in the driving department, they added the MP with LFM as well. You just feel the whole flow of the multiplayer is just not out of one piece, so to say. But I can't change fuel, right? For the qualifying. Yeah. And qualifying is what, 8 minutes? Which gives us, well, 5 laps or something. So this should be enough here. 38 liters qualifying. Doesn't matter. I think just LMU currently has this a little buzz in the multiplayer department. So at least have to have a look. And I feel it's what drags me to it mostly is the multi-class aspect, because that's what ACC doesn't have. If it was only GT3, probably wouldn't have the gravity that it's having. I think it is indeed the multi-class that makes it different, because prior to that it was only really iRacing that had this. But I think that's just, you know, the general consensus that iRacing, A, is expensive, B, is weird to drive still, and I still find the GT3 super boring in iRacing. So LMU fills a gap there. Multi-class GT3 with the hypercars with not quite so weird driving. Yeah, I'd agree, probably. But I also haven't followed AMS2 with the last micro patches they did, so perhaps, you never know. They do a minor tread adjustment and it drives completely different. So ooh, why are the FPS so low? No, they're good now. 414 is what people said, right? Actually, I think releasing a GT3 pack for AC Evo now is not a good idea. You mean like this? I guess the second number is front. Brake bias. They somehow have rear front, not front rear. But then you're suggesting to put it more forward, right? Okay. So we're locking the rears on purpose. Let's see. So yeah, adding GT3s right now to Evo I think is not a good idea. Because getting GT3s right, especially with the BOP and their, like, making their small differences felt. I think that is something that needs a lot of attention and binds a lot of resources. Which I think in Evo so far just have to go elsewhere. Right? Just in general development still. And GT3s are something that need a lot of fine-tuning and balancing. So it would probably not be smart to do this right now. Maybe 1 or 2. Oh, that's creating a lot of rotation, guys. You have to drift? Well, you can do that. I don't. I wanted to experience the game, not break it. That does make it loose. Game already broken. Oh, that's some rotational and power. That's good. How many laps do we have on the tire until it's useless? Do you think Kunos can repair ACC? If it was a finished product, you could talk about repairing. Right now, they are building it. So, it doesn't make sense to say it this way. You can't really say a 0.1 version of the game is broken. That is a weird perspective. That's not how this works. Do we rev it out? Hey Boosif, yeah, I don't know, I just wasn't in the mood, really. Needed a bit of a break. Have they changed how the tire works? Because it does seem like it's not improving grip-wise after one lap already. Turn. Thoughts on LMU? Yeah, well, we're developing one. We're developing one. No, not into that. Damn it. Okay, but I found pace. Yeah, I didn't drive since last update, mate. That's why it's new for me. Lots of chat. I'll catch up in a minute. Okay, we have 2 more laps. What does the fuel say? 1.9 laps. Not enough. Well, that is off track. So I should save some fuel, I guess. And try another lap. How does it feel? Give me some time. It has changed. It still has kind of the same signature behavior, I'd say, the same signature feeling. Only tiny changes to that. Better. But it's not like fundamentally, so to say, more incremental. Well, I don't have a clutch. Yeah, FFB is basically the first 10 degrees. There's resistance, and after that it's just the same force trying to pull the wheel back to the center. Plus bumps. But it's something you can get used to. Let's see if I saved enough. Cool workout. Oh, lacking a lot of lap time here. But I haven't really built my braking references. A bit random still for me. I think I have to embrace the sliding more. And abuse the car more in general. Well, half a second should get us P2. Take it. Okay. Well, the tire temperatures didn't really seem an issue so far. But good to know. Okay, has anybody... So have we... Do we have any way...
Drivers go to the grid for a race start.
How many laps is this going to be? How long is the race even? Where does it say that? We keep asking the same questions. Tires, standings? Oh, race, 40 minutes, sorry. 40 minutes, it's going to be what, 20-something laps? So we have to refuel anyway, middle of the race. So we just tag maximum here. Ah, this button, there should be no chance to... Anyway, where's the calculator? Hello. Up under. So 40 and 60. What was the lap time? 45s. So 105 seconds. Makes 23 laps. And what was the consumption? Does anybody know the fuel consumption? Because it does not. 7%? Is it 7? So we need 23 times 7. A total of 161. So we are refueling... something like 65% or so. Well, 63 should be enough. Need to keep it under 100. Okay, I'll try to monitor that. Ja, Smax, ich sehe das ähnlich. Ne? Man muss da, vielleicht sollte man gar nicht so genau hinfühlen die ganze Zeit, sondern einfach aufs Bild gucken und schauen, was das Auto macht. Und sich den Ärger sich einfach sparen, ja. Ich reg mich auch darüber auf, was hilft halt nichts. But it could be 10. Yeah, gotcha. So another 7 would be like this. I'll leave it at that and then we'll adjust later. Hey, Zahir. Oh, how does the start work? How does the pit... Where's the pit entry here anyway? Oh god, so many open questions. Oh yeah, the electronics don't save, so we need to adjust those too. Oh, wrong direction. God. Okay, we're set, I think. Man, I just want to live.
Green flag, green flag.
Ah. That was almost civil. Hey, Marcos. Well, we're not gonna have any shot here at the guy ahead anyway. He was half a second clear, so I will not try to fight him. Maybe we can just see his line and adapt a bit or something. It's just first lap. So from here I watch the tire temps. New wheel made me better. Nah, I already had a direct drive before. The Simcube is just much more convenient with automatic profile swaps, and I think for iRacing the 360 Hertz are probably a useful thing. And it's not as loud, for example, as the VRS bass. Have a bit more options to play with, but don't think it would make me faster. With the pedals though, I'm not so sure. Because right now, for example, I get the vibration of the brake pedal when the ABS kicks in, which is, I don't know, I think if I take it away, it's an issue. Uh-oh, I'm gonna be a roadblock here, I fear. Probably driving way too clean right now. And the others are attacking the tire more. Of course, that's off track. Yeah, but I turned those frequencies down because it's super annoying to have this on the wheel. And I think it depends also a bit on the car. Some have it more pronounced, some less. I think on the BMW it was really bad. The car couldn't drive straight when the ABS is on. I think I'll just have to follow someone into the pit, not find it myself. God, I have no break point here. That's probably 3/10 alone. Just not knowing where I am. Yeah, I had this feeling with the tires in one of my first races in the GT3s when I did the Corvette on in Brazil. There I was saving tires a lot. I was slower for most of the race, but was definitely catching back towards the end. Are we changing tires here? No, right? Only fuel is twice the consumption. Yeah, I need to turn them off probably. I think they're set to be replaced right now. Too early on the brakes here. Yeah, the thing is mostly that here that I was saving for a race that didn't happen. I would have probably needed another 10 laps or so to make it count. So that corner, for example, I think I'm stronger than the car behind because I know the brake point. But here in the other corners, I'm a bit more clueless. And then next corner, I'm completely clueless. That was too late. That is just so weird, like, so bouncy there. Oh, you meant another hairpin. Yeah, but I think it's also because I'm not pushing it correctly. I should probably be harder with it. I'm too slow. Ah, come on. But yeah, it has improved, I think, with the floatiness. It's still there. You have very, very small steering angles that work. And then after the first couple degrees, it's still somewhat indifferent. Ah, okay, I'll try to avoid the curb then. Gaining so much in that one. I haven't driven it, so I can't really tell. So, will I first learn the final sector, or will he learn the first sector? No, the thing with the game engine is just wrong. It's not inherent in the engine, it's inherent in the way they perceive the tire works. And as long as they perceive the tire to work like they think a tire works, it's gonna feel that way. Not a problem of the engine. ACC could feel like iRacing if they thought this is how it behaved. But they don't think it does, so they're not doing it. Has nothing to do with the engine, sorry. It's just what it is. And I know because we've tested so many tires in Evo, and we had tires that felt like different games, just with a couple clicks, really. So any game can feel like any other game, if this is what the developers think it should feel. Ich bin den BMW schon gefahren, ist aber auch ein paar Monate her, vor dem Update. Yeah, all the games are always tested by real-life GT3 drivers, and yet they all turn out different. I'm not saying it's wrong or anything, it's just what they think how it works, and I'm saying I don't like it. Well, I like it more than before. But still not the way I think it should feel. But as a game, I think LMU is doing a good job. Not particularly still not a fan of the driving, okay? Not a bad, but I won't be a fan. The traffic is helping me at the moment. The side guys. Felt like the girl on the couch. No, I think iRacing is not in that mix, honestly. Feeling wise. That's also wrong. It's not the feeling that's wrong in iRacing. It's sorry. It's the sensitivity of the driving that's too harsh, and the trailing dependency is just too much. But yeah, we've gone through all this already. ACC is the worst brake feeling, only if you don't know how to do it, I think. I can get the criticism on ACC around the steering not having enough response, which is down to the tire, and I can get the whole TC off thing with a too lenient tire, but the braking, I don't think that is the main issue. I don't feel like I'm braking any different here. Yeah, see, that's a problem. You don't... Once you're a fan of something, kind of you stop having objective opinions. Nah, ACC's problem isn't the TC per se. The issue is the tire. That they made it too lenient. And the TC doesn't kind of play with the tire in the correct way. But yeah, you could say the TC is a problem, but it's on a different level why you need to do adjustments. Adjusting the TC wouldn't change the TC, basically. You need to go on tire level. I agree with the suspension, yeah. So, did I overcook the front? Oh, yeah. Okay, so what do you say? At 100 degrees, you just lose grip? So I need to get the front left down a bit? All the others are fine. Well, there's no working on ACC being done. That's why they're not changing it. And the work is a little more. It's not just changing the tire. It's where do you change it? How do you change it? To what do you change it? And then you need to do a lot of testing across the board to make sure it's working in all situations you can go through in the game. And with the full focus being on Evo, there's just no chance to work on ACC. Very simple. Oh, nice. I should... That helped me more than it did him. Nice. Which one you're getting? Which DD? Sounds like a good choice. Oh, my tires are vibrating. How much fuel do we have left? 3 laps. Yeah, seems like it, right? So I can't really judge yet how much you should play with it and when the TC starts getting in your way. And also I'm still kind of surprised when the car suddenly rotates. I feel I have the same brake input, and then suddenly it bites on some magic grip patch on the track. Yeah, I heard that with a netcode, indeed, yeah. And I felt this way myself as well. And especially what I like is not just the contact stuff, but also you see a lot of like subtle movements of the car ahead. It's not just a representation of the car's body, it's also a representation of the car's yaw and how it finds and loses grip, and I feel that's very nice. I need to pit, right? Oh, I have one more lap. Yeah. Yeah, there's the bite area is very small. You easily leave that area, right? You're always kind of understeering, then it finds grip, then oversteers a bit, then finds that grip again, goes back into understeer, but it's never has the balance that you kind of try to set up. Always kind of going in and out of a certain behavior, but it never has a behavior. I have not found the pit entry, so I should probably check a bit now. Hey doggy, how are you? Oh, is it this on the right here? Is this the pit entry? This? How many entries are there? No. It's here, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna fail. So I need to brake early as well, you say? Contacts in the pit. Oh, this is gonna go so wrong. Am I refueling the correct amount? I think so, right? Oh, and also no tire change is on. All right. Hey, Mofu. Lap count says lap 14 of 23. I can save fuel, worst case, or I just add a %, should be fine. Right? Okay. Pit stop, let's see. I need to press the button manually, do I? Oh, could have gone worse. No tire change. Yeah, I think progress is very visible, right? Well, no clue if that is going to be fine. Looks fine. I hope. Doesn't tell me if it's fine. Last ever fuel auto clicks, okay. So, let's see. Hello? Interesting. I lost a lot of time there. It was 4.5 seconds. Now it's 1.5. Yeah, let's try to keep him behind, shall we? Just no front end here. No matter if you trail, no matter if you throw it in, just doesn't exist. Just after 5 degrees of steering, it tells you there isn't anything else. But then you keep turning and somehow it might still find grip. That's the weird thing. It's so subtle you don't really feel it. I mean, you don't feel it at all, but you're also not seeing it. Nope, we are too slow. Ah, nice. Was looking at the wrong, well, not line. Wrong thing on the floor. Oh, that gained me quite some time. 46.3. 47.0, oh boy. Well, I guess I have front splitter damage as well, right? But yeah, I think driver swaps is the next big important thing here for this game. You're right. Because right now you can only have kind of single player multiplayer. Can't really have team races. And I feel a lot in the esports stuff is around driving as a team and not just multiple cars in the same race, but actually sharing the same car. Nice, no front. No more IRL driving. Everyone fully focused on doing the game now. No more time for trips. Well, I actually tried the GTP yesterday, but it was driving, it was too weird with the tire. To the point where you'd say it's just plain wrong. But throttle-wise, you gotta almost do it like ACC, so you start the rotation of the car. If you're too careful, the rotation is not starting, so you need to slam it initially a bit to get the car rotating and then back off a little bit again. Lap times are not so bad now, I think. That feels very similar to a game we've played a lot. Like how the rear bites with full throttle applied initially, I think that's very ACC. Are we catching the leader now? Starting too late again. 46.5 from him, 45.9. There we go. Creating a bit of rotation on the brake, keeping it going on power. Kind of familiar, just with a suboptimal feeling for the front end. Simply because the force feedback doesn't really change no matter what you do. Too nice to the tires. Well, I should probably do 90-minute races, no tire swap, and I'd win. And full throttle. Bam.
He can go fast as well, but good to see I was at least once matching it. Well, again. Yeah, right. Fuel for 2.5. Yeah, easy. You almost have to turn in too early because the front will always wash out. This is so weird. You feel like the corner is still closing, but if you once you put the power down, you're opening it. No matter what the shape of the corner says. Good lap, good lap. Still developing the feeling for how the slide has to look and feel. But I definitely need to do some sliding. And how to create it, especially. There's a fine nuance somewhere on the brake where you can. It's working in the fast turns, but not so much in the slower ones. In the slow turns, you kind of just four-wheel slide into them. Hey, Freddy. Yeah, I needed a bit of a break, really. Like, it's okay. Probably have to get warm with the driving a little more, get a bit more in charge of it. Then it's okay. If you can kind of drive around this, I don't know what you want to call it, vague, wishy-washy, whatever. It's probably not wrong, you know? It's just something... I'd be happy if it felt different, even if it behaved the same. And it's also the fixed setup, perhaps, to some degree. Okay, not this lap, but yeah, some of the other laps were much more on pace with the leader than... I have still... some tires. Yeah, still the same, but they have removed some of it. Maybe you don't have 100% sliding right now, just 95? Yeah. Stretch. Oh yeah, absolutely. More walks with the dog. So what was the quickest lap here in class? Am I stupido? Here. 44.9. Yeah, I just didn't push in the beginning, but I think towards the end of the race it wasn't too bad. How do we... How was... Because we kind of spun him there, did we? Where's the replay? Can we get the replay from here? We can. It was early on in the race, right? And here he's gone, so I think we were pretty close to where it happened already. Lucky. Yeah, I'll... Well, I'm not really making it tight for him. He was just still too wide. I'd say. In my unbiased... Oh. Doesn't have as many cameras as ACC. So I'm taking that extra swing here, okay? And then he's just also very wide, probably. Nah, okay. Not on me. He was understeering away there. And that's why when I tapped him, that killed his front. I think there was an update probably a month ago or something, but I didn't have time yet to actually play it. So this is the first time for me actually driving it. Very bad rejoin. Oh, he's salty. It wasn't. No, sir. What do you mean rejoin? We're just side by side. No, it's just when he's understeering. It's this typical Vettel spin he had in the Ferrari all the time. He had understeer, 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 and then if you tap someone with the front, the rear goes. I would say this was a bad rejoin. He's just super wide as well. I mean, it's not like I'm forced to cease to exist. I didn't kind of rejoin to the apex, but anyway. Not like I care. I think it just happens in every car. If you're understeering and suddenly your front bites, then you have an issue. If you have a four-wheel drift and good inertia on the front, might work out. I mean, yeah, there was lots of track on the left though, but there was also track on the right. I can leave now, right? The question is who's supposed to leave more space? Both could have. We are 2% on the driver rank. Let's go. So in 500 races, we're gonna have expected you to qualify first, actual second. Why? I never play. Why is it thinking so high of me? 6 invalid laps, 16 clean. Contact. I think that's fine. We gained, we didn't lose. Back to online. Oh boy. I guess we just do another, do we? Mustang challenge in Spa. No. I want that multiplier aspect. In 24 minutes, but we cannot register yet. Okay. Do we change car or do we stick to the Ford now that we know it a little bit? I think we should stick, no? I think it's better to stick. So is this useful here with a brake? I wanted to try something additional. Actually. So let me try this here real quick. I wanted to do something. And that is plus. But I already have this in another view, and I think it's this one. And if we SimuCube tuner, copy, and we're going to paste reference, paste duplicate. So the SimuCube tuner, and what I want to do with it, I'll show you in a second. So actually, I think this chart is super useful. So what we're going to do is crop this down to kind of just the chart. Kind of like this, I guess. Do we need the axis descriptions?
And then we're going to add a filter, a color key, which should normally remove the background. Smoothness, blah, blah, opacity, contrast, brightness. I believe that where it was. So, what do we say? It depends a bit on the background, does it? So and then you can see how much what I'm actually pressing kilo-wise. That's new, huh? Kilo-wise and distance-wise. Yeah, because of the active pedal, I was already on the tuner, and now I can use the wheel properly in tuner. I think that was the latest change. So you say back to main menu and back into online. Let's see. Daily. Daily. Intermediate. Starts in 22. There we go. Register. We take the Ford again, or I don't know, unless you tell me, hey, no, the other car is way faster. That was something with the BOP. I saw Mabix did a BOP video rant, but I forgot which one was the fastest car. Please don't tell me it's the Ford. Now that I just got kind of warm with it, would be stupid not to stick with it. Oh wait, is there more liveries? No, just those 3. Oh, actually, as a German, I cannot drive with a number 88, so it's going to be a different car. Well, I'm just, what I just did is that's just the SimiCube software, and I kind of cropped the image left and right and everywhere to only have this chart left. But something is weird here. What have I done? I need to load my profile. There's something here in the resistance goes away here a bit. Weird. Let me load my LMU GT3 profile. One sec. This card, yeah. I had some changes in there that were weird. There's like a... Where's that coming from? Oh, I see. And no, there's something weird going on here. There's something is here. Something's happening there. Front stop, soft, back stop, hard. It feels so much more than 15 mil right now. Can I see it? We're just gonna keep it like that, I guess. I don't know what it is right now. Here, no. Everything's good. You can't see it? No. Everything's fine, I guess. Maybe it's just my foot. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason. Numbers are used as a kind of, what do you say, chiffre to relate to Hitler, which is, yeah, unlucky. So I am not doing that. And no, I think the game brake pressure, do they even have the same unit? I think the car has 130 or something, and the thing is, if like if I had the G-forces and if I would be pressed or fall forward in the seat with 2Gs, then my lag would be a lot heavier and it would be easier to produce those forces. But since I don't have the G-forces, my lag is not getting heavier. So I'm not producing as many as a heavy lag. Wait, let me check one thing if I have a damper or something on there. But I don't think I do. No damping, no friction. No, everything's fine. Everything good, just my head. No, I mean, yeah, but you can't simulate G-forces without actually moving yourself. So I'll pass on that. I tried that. It's weird. The pedal kind of pushes against you, but you're not. Like, I can't press more kilos. I use the curve, but honestly, I don't think about that. You are overexposed light-wise. But the camera should auto-correct that, honestly. Probably because the background is so bright. If I move that a little bit more to the side, then might be more contrast here. I don't know. Maybe that is too bright here. Anyway, okay, now we're not showing it because... Oh yeah, I need to have it on the other screen, actually, to be visible for you guys. And then, damn it. So how do we actually... Okay, I'll just put it to the side here. Still there then? Yes. Okay, join practice, I guess. This one, perhaps. Bring this back here. There we go. Let's see where we place it on, if we need to make it smaller, perhaps. So what you can see is I have a preload of 5 kilos. Before that, the pedal doesn't move. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kilos. Before that, the pedal doesn't move. And then it takes another 5 kilos until 10 here, when there's any input to the game, actually. So a bit of simulating this, not that it's really there, but this first kind of dead zone on the pedal in real life. Some cars have that, not all. Start the driving. So we do not have any contrast there, so this is bad. Let me see if we can fix that a little bit. Filters, the background thing. Can we... More like this, perhaps, huh? Something like that. Then we have more contrast. Where do we put it? Do we need the dash? Do you need the dash and steering wheel? Or where do we want to put it? Probably getting too small here, huh? Difficult to find a place here. We can replace the normal pedals. Here? 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 Where? Give me a tip. Small and below the dash. So this. Like that. Guess that's fine. Under the webcam, but I think then we're covering half the view. Okay. Back to driving. Do this first. Oh, we can still go lower though, but it doesn't matter. It's so weird
No, actually, it's not. Just the wrong way around. We'll deal with it. ABS 9, somebody said. Am I in the same view as I was in the first race? Yeah. We go a bit closer? No, then we have... No, we're just not changing anything. Just gonna keep everything nice and how it was. No. No front. I think with the slalom, you can really see how the tire works. There's just response in the first couple degrees where it's agile. But if you steer a tiny bit too much, it just stops. There. Just what I like to call snap understeer. So it can be hyper aggressive like this, and then no way to upset the rear if you turn too much. Oh, thought it was an LMP. So let's see if we can actually do faster times now. Well, we could have. Over bubble wrap. Those there vibration. Ooh. Oh, we might be a bit heavy here for fast times. Oops. Need to brake later. I'll have to find my way in it. I think it's doing a good job during races, despite how it feels driving wise. But there's nuance. You can attack the tire, you can save the tire. I think this is something that ACC lacks, for example. There's no tire saving. Like, you can destroy the tire, but it's not giving you lap time. And here you can kind of trade tire for lap time initially, and then you're gonna gain lap time later if you save tire. And that barely works in ACC. So I think that adds a kind of extra level. Probably I'd like to see it a bit recalibrated so that it's more important how much you abuse the tire and it doesn't kick in so late. So it should maybe play an even bigger role, would make it more interesting. And you'd see cleaner driving, style-wise. Not necessarily racing-wise. But also not like iRacing, where a single slide destroys your tire for the rest of its days. Oh. That's weird. Well, ACC would say, I agree, has too much bouncing with suspension, but this was too little. Yeah, I have to commit more to this corner, especially steering-wise. Especially in qualifying, I guess. Oh, might have taken a bit of an extra swing there. It would be really good to have a clock in game somewhere when the actual session starts. Better than Rensport. Easily, I guess. Ah, you can spin. But we know that. Does anybody know when the race starts? I do not know. Like, and I cannot check. Can I check anywhere? I have no clue. I cannot without leaving the session, right? Thanks. To go to, I don't know. Depends what you want to do, I guess. I think people just want something new every now and then. And with ACC not having changed for a while, I think it's just natural that people look elsewhere. Doesn't necessarily have to be better. Just different is enough. And it does quite a few things good. I wouldn't, like for you personally, if you want to play, go play. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. That's weird. Ah, that's how it works. Let's move over. Join practice. Event starts in 1. Ah, 1 minute 40. As on top. I think it wasn't faster, I think. Just memeing. Okay. Still 1 minute. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would probably be overwhelmed with the weather because I know nothing about it in this game. And to kind of just go online, jump in and play without kind of spending a lot of time with the game and exploring and how everything works, then weather is tricky element, at least. And I guess on Gran Turismo, it's wet and less grip, but it's not like hyper-realistic rain, and I would at least expect this is more difficult here. It could be more frustrating than helping. And I'd understand if they only put rain in, I don't know, the higher classes, so not intermediate but advanced or something. Where you can expect people to spend a lot of time with the game, perhaps. But an intermediate, I don't know. I probably, if I saw the race had rain, I'd probably look for a different one, because I need time to figure it out. Which, when the race starts in 5 minutes, then you don't have time to figure it out, and you'd have to wait for the next, which is in over an hour. And then yeah, that's just not working. So rain is not practical, so to say. First setup. You said if we change things here, then they are saved better. And then, well, no. Powertrain. And brakes. Come on. Like, faster. Okay, I think this is all we got, right? That makes no sense. We're sticking to that. But yeah, the practice lab doesn't really make sense, does it?
because we literally get the outlap and that's it. So no point. You just stay in the pits. Oh, it doesn't take smileys. I wrote a smiley and didn't take it. Rude. Rude game. Certainly under 30, yeah. We remind me, we'll check after the race. Certainly, maybe 10. Max. I don't know. Well, I'm still an AC Evo, but not the version you guys have. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. I mean, my focus is always how the cars drive. And we've been working on the tire lately quite a bit. Like, I'd say we have something special with the tire. I like it a lot. It might not be... I don't know. It will be a stretch. It depends which tire you have. Some tires might not be easy. Some tires are easier and more forgiving. Like we have the Vintage, the Eco, the Road, the Super, the Hyper. And all of them are a bit different. And it's super interesting also how the car changes behavior throughout changing these tires, for example. So there's on an older sports car, for example, where you normally have the road tire equipped because the super and hyper tires that we have these days didn't exist back then. Then it behaves like, yeah, you've seen in the videos from the 90s or whatever. And then if you, on an old car, put a hypercar tire from today that's able to deal with 800, 900 horsepower or something, you're really transforming how this car feels. Hey Cole, we had to make a choice. There was not a lot of thinking behind it. I drove most of the others. I drove the BMW, I drove the Porsche, I drove a race in the Corvette. And I did not drive the McLaren, Ferrari, and Mustang yet. And Aston, so we just had to choose one. Well, fix is the wrong word because it's not like they were delivering the final tire or something. The tire that is in Evo public right now is a first version like the rest of the game, where a lot of the things the tire actually does and a lot of the dynamic things on the tire are not turned on, basically. But they will be, one after another. So yeah, you will not be fastest just cranking the wheel. No chance. As long as my feedback matters, that's not going to work. This and next lap will not count. Good, Niels. Very good. Nice. We can practice.
I'll have much less fuel than I have. But does anybody know if the tire is just best new, or is it better when the temperature is there in second lap or something? Or is just the first lap already the best? Okay, second lap it is, huh? Okay. Ab der zweiten, alright. Oh, let's try to stay valid now. 45.0 is what I'm seeing, not too bad. Okay. Bit deep. That's purple. That was a bit early. Well, we better beat Cryptic. Else we're gonna sink down in his tire list. Unacceptable. Let's see how fast that was. Handling is okay. I'd still, again, it's just the front end that I'm probably not the biggest fan. Ah, okay. We're there. Oh, I was trying to brake earlier and it went later. Good job. I feel the patience is really needed. The tire is always coming to you. Once the speed drops, it's going to bite at some point. Just tiny improvement at least. Yeah, looking forward to that. Oh, lost it all on the brake. Is it useful? Yeah. No, I think tire's done. Nope, can't force it. Not going to lose as much this time around. Almeida, I was also not here for 1 or 2 months really playing it, so I think it's an older update. Was it 1 or 2 months old now? So it's not recent, but it's the first time I'm really playing it. Sorry for being away, Luke. I hear the message. But we're split. Oh, split 1. I thought it was split 2, perhaps. Yeah, I think the hypercars do need a change on the tire desperately as well. Like, it's fine in high downforce corners, but the rear, like, even if you try to lose the rear, then kind of the rear starts sliding a bit, and then it finds more grip again in the slide, so it auto-corrects. And you can't really spin it. That was super weird. I tried it yesterday on Kota or so and threw it around in the S's, and I thought I lost the rear, but then the kind of tire squeal noise came in, and that actually provided more grip again, and the car saved itself. That was very weird. I should beat 5 hypercars. Probably not. So, I forgot how much fuel we had. We had a lap left last time around or so, right? So we don't have to fuel as much, probably. I don't know. It felt very tire related. And if the car is sideways like that, you should use so much downforce from the floor that the fin shouldn't be able to save that. Should be a huge loss in grip. Yeah, I should have the SimuCube settings in the cloud. The problem is with the tuner, currently you can't upload to the cloud. You can only download, but I can send the file if you come to Discord or so. And I showed it early in the stream. I don't know how long ago it was, though. Before the first race.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Oh, nearly messed this up here. How were we on fuel, actually? Did we carry too much? But anyway, doesn't matter. So electronics, you said, are saved. Okay, that's good. And then we are refueling 10 laps or so, we said, right? Maximum. I think we had 68 race before. Yeah. I think my pedal just earlier felt weird. Now it's back to normal. Yeah, I mean, what we were refueling. I just don't remember what we had left in terms of fuel and what we had left in terms of energy. Like, you just want to optimize the 1 or 2 kilos or so. But let's just assume the default setup is fine. Oh, we can't even adjust the ratio, can we? Well.
Should have peed. Now it's gonna be long 40 minutes, but okay. Girlfriend is laughing. Not good. We're gonna be fine here. I hope. What just happened? Where's my mouse? Here. I warmed the tire already? A bit. I saw the pressure change. Yeah, we got 1.1 degree. Come on. Oh, the rears are warming too, so it's not that.
Formation lab has started.
Slow down, yeah, okay. You don't have to be so rude. Catch up. Well, can you decide maybe? Super sensitive.
Green flag, green flag.
I'm the first to drive into the hypercars, huh? No. Was that a rejoin or was it a re-left? These are scary. Re-departure, yeah. Let's see, can we make it without any off tracks? Moving up in Cryptic's tire list again.
Or you say tier list, sorry. Maybe Cryptic should do a tire whisper tier list. Ah, yeah, that's the way. Ah, come on, that's not invalid. That was perfect. The game just doesn't like to see that. True. So what's the lap time? 44 almost. I take that. I think that's decent. I'm not sure if I should be going more into the ABS. I'm backing off too much, I feel. That's okay, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'm good enough to drive on that level in this game yet. That they don't have the time to do a season in anything. I think Jacob is driving this, no? Ulsterman, I mean. $1,000 faster. Yeah, I hope they don't misbehave. I'm not familiar with the metals. What's more precious these days? Should be lithium or wolfram or I don't know. Oh, that was weird. Force feedback was very light there on turn-in. Or tungsten. My rank is tungsten. Is the VMS happening right now, or when is that? On the weekends? Hey, Dinant. Yeah, I think this looks good right now, but let's wait for the hypercars to end this. That's surprisingly little braking right now to stay out of the ABS. Uh-oh. I knew he was gonna go for it. Yeah, no, you can't be careful on the throttle. You need to force it. Okay, the whole off-track idea kind of didn't work. Big difference, I don't know. Incremental, I'd say. Different, but not a new game or something. I still have to kind of learn my defaults for this game. Where do I look to see the fuel? I'm always searching. Yeah, I agree. Multi-class is the best for streaming, certainly. Because it never gets boring, right? I have a 4-second lead now, but there's still things happening. If it wasn't for the hypercars, then yeah, it would be 25 minutes off cruising. So multi-class entertainment value is much, much higher. So 5 laps in the tank. I need to try and work the rear tire more. I need to show you this, but I had a conversation with ChatGPT. Not like I'm a huge fan of that or anything. It's a huge amount of bullshit, this AI stuff, but some things it can actually do. And I had it write me a fuel calculator, including the virtual energy stuff. So I have both fuel there and the VE. Yeah, I hope I didn't use too many tokens. Indeed. I saved the tree, though, from not eating a lot of meat, or any, and therefore not having a lot of soybeans planted in the rainforest on my behalf. Maybe, I don't know. These things are wasteful, it's insane. It's so tempting to steer too much in this. Well, maybe in China there isn't so much drift as in the US. It's okay, not a revolution, but it's drivable. I think the main improvements is that it works as a game, that you can race online, you can race multi-class. It seems to function pretty flawless. I like the fact that you have some sort of impact in terms of tire wear and how you drive the car, and you can still be quick, or you can trade lap time for tire wear. And if the race is long enough, it's going to pay off to save them a bit. I don't quite know the exact perfect combination, so to say, yet, or the compromise that is ideal. But I like the fact that it works. Gives it a bit of depth. Because I could drive really aggressive, maybe be a couple tenths faster, but then I'd wear the tire too much, and maybe in the end I'm faster with, yeah, just more rubber left. Yeah, I think the clutching stuff needs to go. I don't know why it's a thing. These cars don't have a clutch for that. Shouldn't be so hard to fix, really. Ah, come on, I lifted so much. Don't give me the penalty point. Hey, Dennis. How's the checklist? Oh, I need to pit, guys. I need to pit. I'm forgetting it. Yeah, I think on tire level those. I think it's more concept thing and what they target, rather than that they wouldn't know how to achieve a certain thing. For me personally, I'd like it to be different, but it's okay. If they don't want the good tire, they don't need to have it. Then we're just gonna put the great tire in the other game. So do we pit now? Let's just pit now. I think it depends on the car, because if I put the throttle down, it rotates here. I don't think it's going to be ready this early, Dinant. It's interesting. Idiot. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's RIP, I think. When will they fix that? I take everything back I said earlier. Let's see if the gap is enough. I think it's damaged. I don't know what the blinking means. I hope it just doesn't fall off or anything. Well, we'll find out, I guess. So far it drives, it's a bit edgy. Well, it has enough pressure, has enough temperature. Power is a bit higher than the others, but that's about it. So I guess it's gonna work. So red when you lose it, orange when you're about to. So maybe you shouldn't have more contact then. And increase the gap. Also because the car is turned sideways, I can't look in the mirrors in the pits. So I wouldn't even know if somebody's coming from behind, because behind I only see my own pit box. I think the gap is big enough. And we saved tires, so let's hope that was worth it. Maybe he has damage too. I know, we can see fuel there. So. We're definitely losing lap time here, I think. But not enough to lose the gap, I guess. Yeah, if I got him on the right rear, then his race is probably screwed. The blinking is irritating. I should definitely avoid contact with the others on the front left. Yeah. Not ideal. I don't know if it gets worse. Somehow. Ah, yeah, true. Yeah, he probably has a repair, but then I don't know how long the repair is, so he's probably lost a lot of time. Bit nervous. Oh, do I have enough fuel? I'm not so sure. If we get an extra lap, well, I can roll that lap probably. I did not learn Italian yet. I mean, everything is remote and mostly chat, so it's tricky to actually focus on different language. Everything is just English. Well, there are some with a E. How recent is that setup? Already set 0.1 of a lap, so I'll probably be fine. Oh, nice. I need a straight for that. Okay, it's definitely saved enough now. But I will just not get the extra lap, I think. Or, no, we will with the hypercars. I don't know when I last drove Barcelona in the M4. Must have been years. So 2 more laps, I guess. Okay, that's enough to match Cryptic. SRO on-site Barcelona is what, 2 years at least? I don't know, they get pretty fast on the straights, no? I guess it would just add unreasonable amounts of danger, really. They're already doing, what, 320, 330 on Daytona? It's enough, I think. Not just the delta, but if something goes wrong, then it goes really wrong. And maybe that would also defeat a bit the efficiency purpose. Well, that wasn't calculated, that was guessed. Oh. I stalled and I don't have ignition buttons. Unlucky. Is there a free camera? Oh no, I used the fuel. That's the issue. Let's see if we can see the damage. Where is free cam? How is free cam? 11, 9, 8, 7. That was something. 9, 10. Ah. Well, invisible damage then, I guess. Nothing to see. Unlucky. Well, that's it, I think. Let's see how many percent points, whatever, we get. So was this overlay useful at all? With the brakey here? Ah, sorry, too late. I mean, I got out of the pits, he got in. He hit my wheel. Don't think it was more than that. Oh, I moved to gold in the safety rank. Look at that. And I now am... Does it mean I'm eligible for the other races? Does the replay autosave? Then I could go back again. Oh. My stats. 21 races. 18 podiums, 4 wins. Okay, I guess. 3 DNFs. That hurts. I think that's what that was in the beginning, some LMP2 races. But yeah, not a lot of game time. But very little races where I lost something. They are all gains. Oh, here. So, main menu, back to online just to see what I have unlocked. Yeah, every 2 months, kinda pretty much on point. So, Le Mans. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I actually find Le Mans very boring. Okay. Yeah, gamble. Nah, I probably won't do Le Mans because it's a boring track. Too much driving straight. But you only have to get gold in the safety rating, not in the driver rating. So as long as you don't have incidents, crashes and whatnot and off tracks, then you should get to gold. The driver rating only defines the split you're going to be in. So safety rating should in theory be possible, but of course I know in the lower splits it's more carnage. And you have to take more care.
I wanted to, how can I get out of here? Just to see if the replay's there. Replays. Looks like the one. Just want to see the pit incident real quick. Well, I guess you need some targets when you're streaming. Do you? Yeah, I don't think I can match Baldwin. Like, he actually gets to practice. And probably, even if I would get to practice, it would be difficult. Bye, Dinan. Ah, gotcha. Why is the loading so long? That's nice. I pitted quite late, didn't I? But not that late, right? I think it was like 18 minutes to go or something, right? Oh, maybe 2 minutes later. Oh, it must have been before then. Ah, there we go. Holy, where's the camera that we're looking for here? Oh. It wasn't even the Ferrari. I thought it was the Ferrari. I didn't even see that car. Yeah, lower splits, I just wherever you meet more inexperienced drivers, either skill level wise or taking care wise, not gonna make much of a difference. It kind of coincides. Nah, iRacing loading times are longer, I think, no? Okay, guys, as you can tell, I'm a bit tired. Out of practice streaming. So thanks for stopping by. I'll go have dinner, or what's left of it. And I did produce a video today. Let's see if I want to publish it tomorrow afternoon, evening. I can't promise it. It will be around adjusting your load cell correctly. Summary of the experience. Yeah, it didn't really change much compared to the last time. Like, the GT3s feel better. I'd say it's a bit more intuitive, perhaps, but it still has this very narrow window of the tire where it really grips, and then you're in the guessing territory very quickly. But it's not sliding as much over both axles as it did in the beginning. So that has improved a bit, and you can play with the car a bit. I guess that's nice. I like the fact that you can save the tire a bit and be gentle with it, at least when the race is long enough. It will pay off, hopefully. Other than that, it seems to run pretty flawless. No issues network-wise, PC-wise, no game crashes whatsoever. So I think that on that front, they improved as well. Netcode seems fine. Just how the cars move around you. We didn't see too much of it. There wasn't too much infighting here, so hard to tell. But other people say it's good, so I guess it wouldn't be different for me. And yeah, the multi-class aspect, I think this is what sets us apart a bit among the games where you at least have the option to pay once and not need a subscription. And I think that the driving is probably, I like it more than iRacing, because iRacing is just overly sensitive. And in real life, I just don't see the cars behave like that. You have absolute idiots driving GT3 cars,
and they are certainly not as sensitive as iRacing makes it look like. So yeah, that's it. It's okay. It's not delivering any hype to me or something. There isn't anything driving wise. There isn't anything that is entirely new or a revelation where I'm like, oh yeah, this is different. No, it's pretty much within the variety that you would know from the likes of R-Factor or maybe in the Automobilista range or something. So it's nothing that is entirely new or where you'd say, oh wow, this is different. We need to go closer here or dive deeper here. Race Room 2 physics. Well, I don't know. There's no Race Room 2, is there? It does a good job. It does an okay job all around, probably, but there's nothing where you say, oh, this is much better than anything else out there. Maybe netcode wise could be something. The amount of detail you see with the cars around you, I like that. I guess it's the only game that simulates the hypercars correctly in terms of the powertrain, with the virtual energy and the regeneration and things like that. On Automobilista, it's simplified. On iRacing, it's kind of simplified. And there are many other games where it's relevant. Probably have mods in AC that might do it right, but that just kind of doesn't matter, really. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you don't immediately spin, even though the guy we raced in the first race would say differently. Like when he got into our side, he immediately spun. They dimmed the ABS effect in FFB. Okay, I don't know. Because I sorted it via the SimuCube driver a bit to kind of dial down those frequencies. But also, I think it was worse on the BMW than on other cars. And here on the Ford, only if you overdid it harshly with the brake, you would notice the ABS in the steering wheel. But yeah, if you say it was lower now on the other cars, probably. Yeah, I think that the cars have more stick in a way, but they still have a wide area where the tire is indifferent a little bit, and it's very, very subtle to notice any difference there. And still the force feedback where you turn the kind of first couple degrees where there's the resistance and it increases with the amount you steer, and then after 10-15 degrees the steering resistance is just flat. It's the same force the entire time plus bumps. And that's why I say, okay, how much do you want me to steer? Give me something. Give me some information. Do you grip up? Do you lose the grip? So you're driving much more visually, I'd say, than in iRacing or ACC. All right, guys. Yeah, as I said, yeah, you're right. Probably tire noise would do something in that regard, but then you have to dial the tire noise in towards the slip the tire tolerates. So probably if they're still working on the tire, that slip range might change, and then they need to change the tire noise with that as well. So it makes sense to kind of finish on the tire side of things and then work once on the audio levels with that. But I agree, for getting information from the game, it would make more sense to have the audio there, like ACC, like iRacing, right? You have that information in the tire there just from the tire scrubbing and rubbing noises, loading noises, or whatever. All right. Don't think I have anything else. Check out popometer.io. If you haven't, we support all the games that you can think of, or all the relevant games for telemetry, setup, static comparison. And tomorrow, again, video on how to adjust the load cell correctly. And SimuCube software came in really handy in showing a variety of things you can adjust on your load cell pedal as well, most likely. So have a good evening, guys. Bye.